started full timing, we had travel trailers. So we had a Jeep and then eventually a truck that pulled our house. We would park it, and then our local mode of transportation was the truck. And that worked out really great. But then we decided we wanted a motorhome, and we decided on a vintage bus. And for the first 6 months, we went without a second vehicle. So we had no towed behind vehicle, or a toad as it's more commonly referred to. And when we decided we got used to motorhome life and we were ready to have another vehicle, we started looking into the options, and we just happened to be parked next to our friends Ben and Karen, and they were getting ready to get rid of their Mini Cooper that they had been towing behind their bus for a couple of years. And it was already set up, and it happened to match our bus. So instead of them selling it, they just sold it to us. So that's how the Mini Cooper came into our life. We didn't really get too deep into our research on towing options. It was already set up for towing using the Blue Ox system. So we just bought a tow bar for the back of the bus, and we hitch it up that way. This is a 2009 Mini Cooper. It is a manual transmission, which is the only one that can be flat towed. So it does need to be a manual transmission if you don't want to use a tow dolly with a Mini Cooper. It is not officially supported by Mini. It will void the transmission warranty if you have a warranty left on your Mini Cooper. So it's not recommended if you want a full warranty. They can't deny it if it's not related to towing, but if they do determine that the towing is what caused the problem, they can deny warranty fixes under it. When we bought our Mini Cooper, it had only like 6 months left of the warranty anyway, and we're warranty voiders in general, so that wasn't a concern for us. But there's lots of people that are flat towing Mini Coopers, and it does work. And it's now been 4.5 years that we've been flat towing it, and our friends before it had it for about 2 years before that. So it's done really well for us, and mostly it's our ideal flat towed vehicle for us.
So the things we really love about the Mini Cooper as a towed is it is such a great all-around practical vehicle. It's only 2,500 pounds, so it's really easy to tow. It does not require supplemental braking in most states, so you don't necessarily need to have an extra braking system, which adds a lot of complexity. And then it is just a really great all-around vehicle. It's small, easy to drive around in cities and run errands, like the sort of things you often do with a towed. It's comfortable enough to do long trips and road trips with. And then when, the practical things of you need to carry 4 people around, you want to take another couple out to dinner, the back seat's hard to get in and out of, but it actually seats 4 fairly comfortably. Or if the back seat folds down, you can carry a decent amount of cargo. The catch is it's either passengers or cargo, not both. You have to choose. It is actually pretty fun to drive. The things we wish our Mini had was either a sunroof or a convertible top. Ours was a base model, so we miss out on the stunning vistas of driving around national parks and stuff, because you're kind of cooped up when you're driving around inside a Mini Cooper. But overall, really, really great practical towed. So one of my biggest pet peeves with this Mini Cooper is that though there's plenty of headroom for tall people, it actually has such a low brow that it's hard to see stoplights when you're stopped at an intersection. So I'm often having to go like this to see if the light has changed from red to green.
Now every few months we start thinking maybe it's time to upgrade it. The base model that our friend Karen had before us, it is completely base. It doesn't have cruise control, which it comes in when we're doing longer road trips. Really does we wish we had it. We would really love to have a moonroof or sunroof or even a convertible. We'd like something a little more souped up, a little more high tech. But mostly the Mini Cooper keeps proving its worth to us. It's paid for. Hey, that's always a plus. And, it keeps working for us. We do take it down dirt roads, but we do wish sometimes we had higher clearance. We kind of miss having our 4x4 Jeep that we used to take off-roading. And the Mini Cooper does kind of limit us to the places we can choose to boondock, because the bus can go places that the Mini Cooper might not be able to get in and out of. So we do sometimes wish we had a Jeep again. And, if the right one just came around, I can't say that we wouldn't just upgrade it. We also looked at the C-Max, which is by Ford, which is also flat towable as a hybrid, and we thought that'd be an interesting option, considering we both had Priuses when we met, and that's why we met. It'd be kind of cool to have a hybrid again, but for 4.5 years, we keep coming back to the Mini. Our Mini in particular continues to do just fine for us.